The Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland was formed in 1784 by Royal Charter, specifically at the time to train surgeons. So we've grown into a university, multiple global campuses and multiple schools, undergrad medicine, nursing, midwifery, pharmacy, dentistry, physiotherapy. At this point in time we have nearly 4,000 students in 4 global locations. We have campuses in Dublin, Bahrain, Dubai and 2 in Malaysia. We have quite a dispersed user base. We have a lot of servers and server installations and virtualized servers, and one of the big things was just initially was getting control. And in part of establishing that control, we had some modicum of security. So we would say basically that we had good web filters, we had good firewalling, reasonably good endpoint security. But actually we didn't know we would have a problem until the problem surfaced itself. So in reality we were in a reactive mode rather than preventative mode.
The educational sector is definitely experiencing a lot of cyber attacks, and that's primarily because of the type of IP that they would have and the research data that they would store, and typically their architecture can be quite complex with a mixture of on-prem and cloud and hybrid cloud. So it can be a challenging environment to secure effectively.
So initially with SmartTech, when we started the conversation, we looked at QRadar and evaluated it as a de facto security platform and set of solutions relative to our needs. And we actually ticked a lot of boxes, fairly high level of functional fit to where we wanted to go.
What IBM QRadar does is it consolidates millions of events on a daily basis into a manageable handful of events. If you look at an organisation like the Royal College with a complex architecture, it's very difficult to manage. With a product like IBM QRadar, it gives them the visibility to understand what's happening in real time on their network.
The first conversation with SmartTech came from about a 4-week really strong review over the technology to see how it aligned with what we were requiring as an organisation. The proof of concept took 8 weeks end to end, which is very quick, and actually even quicker was it took 12 weeks from start to finish to actually kick off the formal contract signed, purchase order issued and procurement of the software and the service, and basically within 12 weeks of that date we were formally live. So for me it was very quick, it was pain free, and in that once we had some of the architecture there, SmartTech set it up from scratch. They helped us test it, we went through the test scripts, so it was really comfortable 3 months. We found basically that because we're a very open infrastructure, because our academics require that, they travel the globe, there are probably more insertion or incision points in our network than we were aware of. Our users typically would have 4 to 5 devices per person. We have huge logs. And where QRadar and SmartTech came into its fore is we were able to get rules customized up to the second, so 0-day view of what's going on, and actually pinpoint, is something a potential malicious attack, is it malware? That was really the nub or the opportunity for us. We are going to get breached, that's a fact of life. So in those attempted breaches, how do we know we're going to shut them down?
So QRadar is consolidating millions of events across the network, from network flows to vulnerabilities to all of the feeds from their Windows and their cloud environment, and it allows the administrator to understand very quickly what's happening through the single pane of glass.
Using a dashboard like that, I actually had a really rich, easy interface I could use with my leadership colleagues to explain what's happening, and it's a really good tool for me to be able to show, here's real life, real time, what we're working on, what we know we're catching and what we know we're following, because we're not entirely sure whether it's an issue or whether it's a legitimate request. What it's given me is peace of mind. So I'm able to say, actually, we know that we're under threat, we know that we are experiencing some breaches, thankfully minor, but we're tracking those, we're managing them. So it allows me a level of confidence to say, we are on top of this, let me demonstrate. It also gives me confidence that were something untoward to happen, that we're actually addressing it. You know, we may not be able to fix a future issue really quickly, but you know, we know it's there, we know we can chase it, we can follow this pattern on what's happening, and we're in charge as much as people who are trying to get at our network feel they're in charge.